There are a lot of good men out there that don't participate in hookup culture because they want a relationship. But those men want a woman that also wants that. She's not going to be able to hook up with multiple men and then have a successful date with that man. He'll pass.
Reason why most of them, they are getting their passports because they've not liked what's out there.
I feel like when you're heavily involved in hookup culture, a relationship is not going to feel good to you.
Yeah.
If you've been in that since your teens,
because your mind is now
20s,
used to,
and you're just used to girl after girl after girl, you're used to having options constantly, and now you meet someone and you happen to like them, so the idea of a relationship makes sense.
Yeah.
So you entertain it, and then you get into one thinking, oh, this is going to be great. Yeah. Then you realize, hey, I didn't actually do any of the work to get rid of all those habits.
They'll easily get bored, and also they'll be cheating because the idea of settling for one person is not interesting or stimulating to them. So
because hookup culture benefits guys more than it will ever benefit girls. So some people are going to disagree with me, but let me explain. For starters, we've been knew that guys mainly just want sex. They rarely want commitment, but will do practically anything to get laid. Whereas girls, we're not super horn dogs. Some of us are, but not to that extreme. Y'all want to hook up like equally and with no commitment, whatever. Like you do, you live your life. I'm not judging. The problem is that guys tend to lead girls on because they want to keep getting what they want, which is a hookup. And then girls are painted out to be clingy or obsessive or psycho because they catch feelings, but realistically it should be understandable to catch feelings when you're doing something so intimate instead of just being painted out as crazy. Now, what do girls even gain from it? Honestly, 5 minutes of faking it and not finishing 99% of the time, I really don't think I'm missing.
So women would accumulate a higher body count in the process by only sleeping with 10% of the men. 10% of the men, so they accumulate a higher body count through the hookups that they are going through, you know. So now, what is in for the rest of the men, the 90% of the men? Because they're gonna want at some point to settle down. Are they going to settle for someone with higher body count? No, guys, let me know in the comment section and subscribe to the channel.
Women would say that men control hookup culture and it's men's fault. That's false. Hookup culture is actually women that control it. We control hookup culture because we're the gatekeepers of sex. And if guys aren't getting it, then they're gonna have to commit. That's just how it is. So the faster women realize that, the better it is, and the sooner this hookup culture ends. Simple.
Yeah, so women control access to sex, while as men we control relationships. So how the relationship, whether the relationship should continue or end up in a marriage, it's us men who make that decision and not women. So you women, you decide whether you let us have sex with you or not. So if people are hooking up the same night they meet, women are allowing it. So as men, we are not to blame. It's you women who are allowing us to have access to sex.
What women want from guys that they hook up with really boils down to two things. First, desire. Yeah, she needs to be attracted to you physically, but not enough guys realize that it is equally important that she feels that you are attracted to her. Dropping hints isn't enough.
No way.
And second, trust. She needs to trust that you're not going to be blabbering to your friends about what you two have done. She needs to trust that you respect her and her boundaries. And she needs to trust that you're clean.
Of course, I won't say anything, but like trust, when you put it like trust, I mean, I'm not gonna be telling people like, oh, I slept with that one, I slept with that one, but I don't know, she's misusing the word trust, let me just say.
So as women, are we done pretending like hooking up with men or being intimate with men who don't respect us at all and actually actively dislike us or actively are using us and actively don't have an ounce of a shred of respect or care for us is empowering? Are we done pretending like that's empowering or even healthy? Let's throw out empowering. That is not healthy. Are we done pretending like that's healthy? Allowing a man who has no respect for you to touch your body is not healthy. Allowing a man who doesn't care about you and actually disrespects you and isn't actually in alignment with your heart, that's actually
most of the women won't like what this woman is saying in this video.
Not healthy. Like, it's actively unhealthy for you. It's actively toxic. Like, be for real. The guy that is giving you all this anxiety, your nerves are all over the place, or even it's not, you're going and hooking up with this guy, but your desires aren't aligned, right? You want something, he doesn't want that, or even you think you're equally using one another. You think any of that shit is empowering or healthy? Let's throw out empowering. That is not healthy. Of course it's not empowering, but it's definitely not healthy either. This whole thing with, well, I'm using him back. Well, let's stop using anybody. That's not healthy. That's just a response to your own oppression. That's just a response to feeling unloved and used, and so then you want to do the same thing back. That's not healthy. It's not liberating. It's not a vibe.
Confused. Because the same girls that be like, oh, I'm using him. I'm the one effing him. I'm the one taking advantage of him and his body. Are the same ones saying stuff like, oh yeah, he was done in like 5 seconds. And they're bragging about that. So my question is, if you brag that he lasts that long, but at the same time you brag that you're using him, where in those 6 seconds did you get what you wanted out of it? Do you even know what an O feels like? I know of older women that like to have, you know, casual, because they're already tired of men, because they decided that they don't want to have kids, they don't want to be married. But these, like...
No, those women, they've hit the wall, and the only thing they can get out there is sex. No one wants to marry them. They are old, with higher body counts, so the only thing they can get, because there are always men that want to get it. So, and for men, they don't care whether you older or what, but when it comes to marriage, yes, that matters. Most men want someone with a lower body count and somebody that's younger. But when it comes to getting it, I mean, men don't care. So those older women, they are hooking up because that's the only thing they can get out there.
18, 17-year-old girls that are saying
whoa.
This. Girl, you're not using anybody.
What are your thoughts on hookup culture?
I think it depends who you're asking. If you're dating to like get married, hookup culture kind of sucks. But if you're dating to hook up and have sex and just have a great time, hookup culture is it. You can go to a bar and know you're going to leave with someone.
Then at the end of the day, you're going to have a higher body count, and you start complaining that why do men care about body count? And they're gonna read your energy. No one wants to marry you. You'll be surprised. You'll be like, how come no one wants to marry me? You have a higher body count. We can read it, we can feel it deep in our bones that this woman has a higher body count, and there's no way I'm gonna settle for this woman. That's why most of them, they're getting their passports.
Do you think it matters if a woman has a high body count?
I think that means a woman can give you what you want. If a woman has a low body count, she's probably not going to know what to do with you. Hello?
What kind of man do you think wants a woman with a high body count?
A rich man.
We would both agree that a rich man would have a lot of women, right? He has a lot of options, right?
Yes, definitely.
So you think that he would pick a woman with a high body count over a woman with a low body count?
Yeah, because she would...
Guys, subscribe to the channel and thumbs up on the video. I'll see you in the next one. Let me see in the comment section what you think about this. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out of here.
I know what to do.